than mid-tier. Maybe not. Everyone's pretty dumb.
I think that we have different strengths. I would feel more comfortable like going into Melee with a matchup that I'm not familiar with because PM players are like trained to understand fundamental concepts of how moves work.
Right.
Whereas like I'm not comfortable commentating Melee because I don't know specific follow-ups.
Sure.
You know, it's why I can commentate PM and be like, all right, I don't know what the Link Olimar matchup is. Let's figure it out. Whereas in Melee, it's like, I don't know the specific follow-up and counterplay to this interaction.
It's like the game is too solved at the higher levels, and you don't want to like have the wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's also why Melee players at the mid-level will like lose to a Donkey Kong and then beat that same player's Falco.
Yeah.
I saw that happen once where Hindog, and I know Hindog sandbags a lot. Hindog went DK against some guy, and the guy just got like bodied, and then Hindog switched to Falco, and the kid won, just because of the flowchart.
Sick taunt cancel.
Yeah, he's been doing that all night.
Mario's got a good taunt cancel.
I love when he messed it up though.
He just gets big and you get a free punish.
Yeah, it's like a massive hurt box. The question is Wyld gonna know how to SDI these follow-ups? My guess is gonna be no.
Yeah, when you talk about like any kind of advanced defensive play, Wyld's a fucking fish out of water.
You think so? Yeah. I think that it takes him a few weeks and he'll go home and learn it, and then he'll be back and he'll be able to hang. But if he's not gonna have to be playing Ellis for a while, then.
He is doing pretty well in the matchup right now. I think a huge boon that Wyld's got from like our region of like playing against you, playing against me, playing against Ripple. It's just like he stopped overextending so much.
Yeah.
I know I particularly like beat the shit out of his like Sonic because I was just like, I'm not gonna nair you.
Yeah.
Till I need to win. And then he was like, I'm gonna keep going. I was like,
yeah, just kick him in the face.
And then he was like, I need to start playing for like to stagger you and play for positioning instead of assuming that hit stun lasts for a billion years. And he got like immensely better.
Yeah. You know, I would be net playing, and there was like a period of 3 weeks where he would just go in and
get whomped.
And my punish game is good enough that like I would hit him and do like 80.
Yeah.
Just because, and he's not SDIing, and so I just mess him up, and he like realized like, oh, when it's game time, I need to not.
I need to
just
play
chill
lame
for
as
a
shit.
Second. Yeah. The execution was already there.
Yeah, aggro Sonic doesn't really work that well in a lot of matchups. I'm sad that I let him beat me the way he did today. Did you see my set with him?
No, I was playing Ellis.
He robbed game 2, and then I took him back to PSU, won game 3 pretty okay. And game 4 just all fell apart.
All Sheik?
Yeah, I'm not going to play Samus in singles, I don't think. I'm trying really hard not to, especially if I start playing Melee and I play her. I don't want to juggle her.
Oh, I thought that you were gonna transition for Melee Sheik.
I thought about it. I played Melee Sheik for the first 2 sets I played, and then I was just like, all right.
It's not the same.
Yeah, no. I just didn't want to. I was back throwing a lot at like low percents. And I was like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, wait a second.
I mean, it's okay if the character's like a fast one. You're like, I can still tech chase, kind of. But
yeah, it's just a different, slightly different enough to not feel as good.
Ash at WIT is in shambles. Sick new background.
3, 2, 1, go!
I guess this counter pick.
Oh!
What the hell is happening?
I wish this is what the stream got to see. Be way funny.
Yeah, what does the stream know? We've been.
Yeah, this is a bad counter pick. Non-interaction is typically like a forte of Sonic, but against Ellis in general, and then also Mario, who can play the diagonal game pretty comfortably on this stage and the platform heights here. Won't mind the non-interaction slash like big stage. So I don't know if I agree with this. Honestly, I don't know where Sonic wants to go though.
Green Hill? Probably Bandit.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to go to Green Hill either. Chain grabs kill you super early.
Wario Land.
That might be it. Wario Land's sick. Mario, nah, Mario just dicks Sonic on every level. This is probably the right choice. The more I think about it, it's like, what the fuck does Sonic get to do? And it's like, have a bad time.
Do you think this matchup is bad for Sonic?
I think it might be Sonic's like bottom 3 matchups for sure. It's
what about Luigi? I think Luigi might be bottom 5.
I don't think Luigi is as hard to deal with because Luigi's just not as good of a character in that like
his normals aren't as good.
His recovery's not as frustrating to edge guard. That's a big one. His like throw follow-ups are not as devastating. Fireball is linear. Being a really big deal. Again, that diagonal like approach option being shut off is like, have fun spin dashing through this like fucking wall. Like
yeah.
I'm cutting off your options. Kill power is probably about the same. Maybe it's slightly in favor of Mario in terms of like late follow-ups, but I don't know. Like I don't feel comfortable saying that like as a fact.
Hypothesizing. That SD cost Ellis. Wyld taking advantage, looking to take him too.
Yeah, he's just chilling on the platforms. It's a good way to play. Spring. Oh, you're an idiot. You're stupid, and now you're dead.
Yeah.
I would just lay the spring out a billion times. When you have like the big lead like that, just frustrate them.
How's that spring angle?
Huh?
How's that spring angle for Mario? Because I know against like sword characters it's uncomfortable, but can Mario find a way?
He has invincibility in his up B, so he like if he just up B's at the right time, he just like fists it.
How does that work? So like
It's
if
the
I
first 13 frames to start up, I believe.
for Mario,
Yeah, something like
for
that.
for Lucario, when I up B, what's the factor on whether or not I clank the spring? Whether I get hit by it or
Hitbox placement and activity, because your hitboxes go boom, 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 boom. They're not solid.
All right.
That's a big part of it. And then also it's just the shape. Like they're not like disjointed. They're pretty true to you.
All right.
So I feel like if it like tilted at an angle, it's like more obnoxious for you to like hit it without it hitting you. It's just too loud for you.
Yo, tinnitus. You don't hear that beep?
No.
Oh, there. Wow.
Woo. I guess my hearing is bad. I can't hear that frequency.
You're good. The volume's fine. It was just a screeching in my ear.
That on the big bridge is very loud, though. It was a very loud song compared
You know
to
what?
like the rest of the song.
I got into Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask remixes by Theophany.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that. I'll send it to you later. It's pretty good.
Woo!
Wyld has been rolling from ledge, and I'm not sure I agree. I don't personally know what else Sonic can do, but
he's trying to occupy ledge as long as possible because you hover there for a long time as Mario. Get up attack is good. In terms of the way this game functions with ledge occupancy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it has to do with distance from the ledge during any animation and not a timer after you input in any kind of like roll in or anything like that.
Sure.
And so get up attack doesn't go that far, so I think you occupy ledge for the entirety of it. I'm not sure on that again. Yo, that oh fuck! Oh, that would have been amazing. I would have fucking came. No, that would have worked.
What did he almost do? Did he almost pick him up and fair him again?
Yeah, fair him into the fireball, re-grab, down throw,
I
fair.
would have screamed if he did fair into the fireball, charge up smash, and like on the bounce off,
me.
just like just ping pong him. Oh,
No, that was the correct option.
could he have nared? If he could have done rising nair off the up B.
The issue with Nair is he wanted to position himself where he's underneath Mario, And if you go Nair, you're at risk with trading.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
especially how negative it is.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to fucking deal with that. So I believe the up air was a correct choice.
Actually, I'm not sure Nair is negative. Might be like even.
It's inside him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty sure there's one spin move that the initial frames are like even with Sonic's frame.
maybe.
And then the rest is all negative.
Either way, that's still a trade.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be. I think next grab has it.
The rapid cowbell. Fucking sick. Oh, Ellis almost fucked himself.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get down smashed.
That was a good weight by Ellis. That's like the classic Wyld.
It was actually a really bad, like, just interaction from Wyld's part. He has a jump, yeah.
He missed the ledge.
So Wyld was at 8% when he scored that knockdown in the corner and was at the mistack opportunity. Just literally sit there crouching.
Yeah.
Just fucking sit there and crouch.
I think that's
nothing
more of
to
a
do
muscle
about it.
memory thing because he's so used to tap side being there. Is that tap side being? I don't know. He's used to picking it up with spin dash. Wyld goes up 2-1 on Ellis' counter pick.
Hey, we should do this again.
I mean, that's, yeah, his muscle memory is dumb. That's all I'm going to respond with. He can make better decisions.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, no.
1, go!
I think Wyld has a lot of sus decisions in general.
I think he's still growing as a player.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say his growth has been as explosive.
As of, like, late.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that he's plateaued.
Oh, there's
well.
plateauing. Right there. That's where it starts. He's cursed.
It's the invisible ledge.
He's going to get 7th at every weekly for the next fucking, like, month and a half.
Become the new gatekeeper. Oh, that would be so annoying. Who are our gatekeepers right now? Oh, like Chalupi?
I guess. I feel like it's me. My placings have been, like, fucking garbage lately. I used to get top 3 every fucking week. I got bodied by fucking Raven King last week.
You're not playing as much, and people are
That's no
slowly
excuse.
getting better.
That's no excuse.
We're slowly improving.
Also, I think, like, if I had to offer a real excuse, it's that I'm switching mates.
That's fair. I think in the long run, it's absolutely going to be better.
Yeah, no. I think if I, like, actually practice, I keep saying I'm going to start practicing, and then I never do. But I feel like if I start practicing more, maybe entering a little bit more melee in terms of just forcing myself to play against more obnoxious top tiers.
Yeah, getting that pressure down.
Yeah.
I mean, my roommate he doesn't enter very much, but like his spacey pressure is improving to the point where when I have a fox dancing on my shield, it's just like, do I really need to roll here? It's like, I guess so. I mean, obviously there are gaps that can be exploited, but
Does it ever feel like Mario just has like 3 fucking double jumps? Where you're like, I know he used that shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm Jumpman!
Yeah.
Haha! What a fuck.
oh jeez, that down air is so mean.
Dude, he's got such an active dash attack, too.
Mario's so good.
Yeah, Mario's got good fucking... He's got good attacks. He's just a good character.
I love that jab there. Love the jab regrab. The tick grab from Street Fighter.
Huh?
The tick grab?
Sure.
You know what that is?
I don't know shit about 2D fighters, dude.
It's, I got it from Chris. Well, I asked Chris what he would call it, and he said you could call it a tick grab, even though it's not exact. And I googled it, and in Street Fighter, like a tick lock, tick grab, is where you keep hitting someone, and you like force a shield, and then in a certain situation you grab. So like
It's like jab canceling with Samus. Where it's like, fuck, what do I do? And then you mix them up with something. Not,
kind
she
of.
can't grab,
with,
obviously.
With me,
but-
like against a fast faller. He says, Jack says tick throw is grabbing while in hit stun. The definition I found is different.
I trust Jack.
I trust Jack too. I'm probably wrong.
Jack plays Osu,
Apologies.
so he's probably a
Apologies,
master.
The thing, the technique I'm talking about is like on a fast faller, I'll up smash them, and they're in tumble and they're about to land.
Blow
and
their load.
And I jab them on the way down, and they land in the standing animation.
Oh, instead of like
Instead of
normal get up,
yes. Well, instead of going into knockdown.
they're an idle. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've asked a lot of people, and no one has a name for that. But it's good for getting grabs because a lot of people buffer a tech,
Yeah.
and then they land and they're shielding, and so you just jab and you grab.
Unfortunate there from Ellis.
You don't know the name for that, do you? Does it just not have a name?
There's no name for it in Smash.
Game 5 going back to FD.
Me and Chris. Why the fuck do I?
How did you end up playing Chris again?
Yeah, I know. He was on my side and got upset. Oh, he got upset the round earlier. And brackets are done. Ellis literally losing right here, like with his tiny wee wee. I'm gonna play Sheik against Chris.
I think that's fair.
He played Fox against us in doubles because his Falcon was getting reamed. So I want to see if he goes Fox against me in singles. But I don't know if he will.
I don't think so. He's been playing too much Falcon.
I farted, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
Right before you go
Yeah.
leave the play.
I don't want to fart during my match. That'd be disrespectful to my opponent. Not to me, as I meant it disrespectfully.
That's the most
you.
respect I think you've ever shown Chris.
I respect Chris heavily.
Not farting in his presence.
I respect Chris heavily, actually. I think he's a fantastic human being. I think he's just also the most frustrating player for me personally.
That's fair. That I will accept that.
All of my rage is behind this screen. Like none of it is beyond that. I play it up a lot because I think it's fun to have that rivalry. And
No, it's all a persona.
I think it's fun to bully Chris because no one else does. And I think he kind of like almost needs it, you know?
He's a good sport about it.
Yeah. Sometimes he's not, and that's when I love it. When I'm like, yeah, be uncomfortable with it. Feel threatened. And it's just like, yeah, want to beat me.
And then he switches to Falcon. It's like, shit.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just like,
No, it's that drive.
it makes it makes my wins more satisfying. I feel like sometimes I take wins away from him with how frustrated I can get, though. I would say that's probably my least favorite thing about... Like,
every time I've seen you beat Chris, he looks shut down afterwards. Like, he looks shut down by game 3.
I think I beat Chris harder when I win than he beats me. Like, when I beat him, it's like 3-0s or 3-1s. Then when he beats me, it's either 3-0, but I got, like, ganked on 2 stocks, or it's game 5 like last time.
That's fair, yeah. Well, it's all on how you're losing. I mean, if you can crack his mindset...
Yeah.
Then it just opens up.
Definitely a very rewarding win in terms of like mentality and ego.
Yeah.
Wyld's been frustrating for me lately, but I've never like been upset playing against him. Little upset with how the like game 2 went more than anything. But I was like, all right, it happens. It wasn't like, man, fuck this character.
Yeah.
Because my characters don't get fucking blown up by Sonic that hard. It's just me getting caught pants down. Like, up, yeah, sure. All right.
I've just grown numb to it, honestly.
I don't think that's a good way to live. Growing numb to it, it's like throwing ashes on the flames. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. That was very unwise.
When you put ashes on the flames, it like dims and snuffs out the fire. It chokes out the oxygen and fuel.
That is good food for thought.
Yeah, when you numb it, when you become numb to those emotions, they don't drive you in either direction. And the idea is that it's okay to be driven the wrong way and decline, as long as you eventually learn to like take advantage of the emotions that you have or the responses that you have, and then turn them into positive growth. Turns out...
Yeah, I hope we recorded that. I hope that's on the VODs.
Turns out I'm a guru.
Yeah. Well, this guru is about to go play his nemesis.
Should I fart in the mic?
Don't.
All right.
Don't do that. Whoa, we just lost my ears. That hurt.